Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Toxic Talks. I think we're up to 18 now. Absolutely incredible. We got a lot to go over today. Some additions from last night that I need to remind myself. But we got so much to go over, so let's just jump straight into the past week. Trait Resonance has finally been released. We're starting to work on that on our main character. We only got one right now, but soon to be two. Probably we'll end up with 3 or 4 by the end of this week. So quite a bit of improvement. In terms of my alt, oh boy, we did like 4 or 5 hours of polished crystal farming yesterday. We'll probably do a couple hours today. We're sort of running out of ores, so we're almost to the point where polished crystal farming is, well, number one, not going to be viable, but also basically everything is level 11, so there really isn't too much of a point to even do polished crystal farming here shortly. But that just means we get to play either Tarkov or Elden Ring once we're done with all our dailies and weeklies and all that stuff. So that's a good thing for me, I guess. But the Goblin event is finally over. We made a decent amount of money from that, and we're continuing to make a decent amount of money even though the event is over. But it was a fun event. I think they need to come out with more events like that. Like the event that they have for the next 2 weeks, which is Mystic Portals, like it's like lucky Mystic Portals. They're kind of really bad, if I'm being honest. Like I haven't tried it, but I've been watching a ton of like videos from Aragon or Spid or whoever else, and quite frankly, I never did Mystic Portals to begin with, and this doesn't entice me to do Mystic Portals either way, because like the rewards, for being honest, are, well, they're kind of dog shit. Not gonna lie. Um, but we'll see. Apparently, they're coming out with a new, I don't even know if I would call it event, but they're allowing guilds to do arch bosses. I think, was it, I don't think it's May 29th. I think it's May 15th that they're doing it. But who knows? Either way, it should be interesting to test out. Hopefully not too difficult, but if it is, I hope the rewards are worth the difficulty. So um, also, we've had a week to try out the staff longbow, and can I just say I am falling in love with it quite a bit. I understand why people do Liberator, and we're not even, I would say, done with it. It's more so mastery. When I say we're not done, we have the gear. We're basically done with basically the resonance that's just going to come naturally. But the mastery, once we get to, technically speaking, maxed out would be 560, but or sorry, 650, but once I get to 520, that's when I get all 4 of the slots unlocked. We'll have 3 that we actually want to use, but we'll have 4 in there for the big boy skills, and I think they will really help. I mean, we're hitting anywhere between 6th and the 8th rank for the world boss, and once we get these, I have a feeling we'll get like anywhere between 1 and 5. So that's a pretty decent thing. It's a pretty decent thing. But in terms of Tarkov for this week, I took a little bit of a break. I don't really feel like doing the Lightkeeper quests right now. If I'm being honest, it just seems like a hassle to get to and do the 15 kills around the big mountain and woods. It's just a pain. But I mean, I have a plan for it, at least to make it easier without having to leave. I mean, every video I've seen is make a shit kit, go over there as quickly as possible, hope that they're there, and if they're not, just leave and come back with another shit kit. I don't really want to do it that way. We probably will end up having to do it that way, but that would be more of a kind of grind to do, like 8 hours for a couple days, but I don't really feel like doing that, if I'm being honest. But they did end up coming out with their 1.6 update, which was helpful for every other quest that requires certain area kills. Like one of them is Rite of Passage that I haven't done. That was on that list. They really need to come out with all this stuff for the Lightkeeper. Like, oh god, it's just such a pain to do. But you know, maybe eventually they'll see. Oh, we did Rite of Passage. We did all these other like 7 quests that were annoyingly difficult to get area kills. Maybe they'll do it for Lightkeeper. Who knows? Either way, um, I'm not gonna stress about it for that. But they came out with that, but they also came out with the RPG, which is something that people have wanted for the longest time, and they finally came out with it. Very happy about it, and hopefully, people have some good clips of it and enjoy it. Personally, for me, I can't really be bothered to get the RPG. It just seems like more of a gimmick than anything, but who knows? But I didn't end up playing too much Tarkov, but I did play a little bit of Elden Ring this past week. We're trying to get to, I think, New Game Plus 9 or 10. And, well, to put it lightly, it's going to be a little bit of a grind, but maybe this week, since we'll have a lot of free time, we'll be able to get there. And yeah, I think we're on either 7 or 8 either way, but we want to get there so that when we do the rune farm, like, don't get me wrong, it's not going to be that much of an improvement, but I think we were on 6, and it was per kill like 9,800. We want to get over like 10,000, 11,000, maybe even 12,000 per kill, which will be huge for getting to max level. I have never ever gotten to max level on Elden Ring, both on Xbox or PC, but getting to max level would be interesting to see, like, the actual capabilities of basically every single build in the game. So we'll see how that ends up going. It's going to be probably a long time, but it'll happen probably sooner than finishing off Tarkov, but who knows? Either way, it's a good thing since Night Ring comes out at the end of this month, which is very, very, very nice. But speaking of releases, literally last night, as of the recording of this video, we got an announcement for GTA 6 being pushed back from October 2025 to May 2026, which is absolutely incredible. And I was looking at Take-Two Interactive stock for it, and before, and I was like, why the heck did this drop 10% in one day? And then I saw that on my For You page, and it made a little bit of sense, honestly, realizing that, oh yeah, we're not getting GTA 6 for a while. Yeah, it makes a little bit of sense, but it is what it is. Either way, we're not too pressed about it. We got Night Rain, we got Tarkov PvE, we got Elden Ring, we got Throne, we got Borderlands. We got so many games this year. It's going to be a great year, so I'm not too worried about it. But that's what's been happening with video games this week. It's been an interesting up and down, but we're still having a good time. But on to the, I guess, messages of the week. Last week, we talked about being yourself, be unapologetically yourself. But I saw, I guess I would say, a parable in a sense, more of like a life lesson this week that sort of adds on to it, which was there's a fire, and in that fire there's a snake that's suffering. A man grabs the snake trying to save it. The snake bites the man and ends up falling in the fire again. The man finds a stick and tries to get the snake out, gets the snake out. Someone sees this and asks to the man, why'd you try to help the snake after it bit you? And the man replies, just because it's in the nature of the snake to bite doesn't mean I need to change my nature to be good, to be helpful, to be kind, to be caring. And that really goes to what I talked about last week, but it takes it to another level where don't allow others to dictate how you are going to act. If someone wants to be a dick, if someone wants to be an asshole to you, don't allow them to change the goodness of your heart, you know? And that story, parable, life lesson, I don't know, proverb, I don't know what you would call it, but really, really, uh, I guess emphasizes that point. And for those who want a better, I guess, a better analogy to it, uh, for me personally, I'm a Marvel fan, but I think anyone can appreciate the writing of who Batman is. And if you look at all the things for Batman, you can see like Batman never changes who he is. He doesn't kill. He has a fair form of justice. And like you see so many like comics and cartoons about Superman. He's good, but then he's like, "Oh, like you killed Lois or you did XYZ, you killed my mother." And then he becomes enraged and Batman, at least to my knowledge, maybe has a few, but the majority of his writing has always been consistent. He's suffered and he won't allow other people to suffer in the way that he has. He always stays good. He always stays true to his morals. And that's, I think, who we need to be every day in life. It is such a testament to, I guess, how far we've gone as a society that we think that an eye for an eye, a tit for a tat kind of thing. And don't get me wrong, I'm all for justice. Don't get me wrong. There are times where even acting as yourself is not the right play, but the majority of the time you should always stay true to yourself. Um just it's an incredible message and one that I don't think is shared enough in this world. So, but a final point that I would like to make, and this is one that I saw on an Asmongold video while streaming, um, is going to be thanking my community. Now, I thank my community enough. I try to thank them more than I think a lot of others do, and I try to go out of my way in terms of thanking my community because I do know that you guys are so supportive of me and it's incredible. I couldn't be doing what I'm doing without you, but I do know that I do need to grow, but I love the community that I have right now and if we get more people like you, I'll be the luckiest person on this planet, you know? Not that I believe in luck, but you know what I mean. Blessed. But on Asmongold's video, there was a lot to it, but and everything about it was incredibly spot on in my opinion. But one thing that he ended off with was thanking his community. He said he doesn't do it often enough, and I want to make sure I do it often enough. I never want to forget um, the people that have helped me grow and be who I am, and it really is true. He said the channel is only as strong as the people that support it. Let that sink in for a second. The channel is only as strong as the people that support it. And that is so true not only well for content creation, but in general. People are only as strong as the people that support them. Um, but for you guys have been so incredible to me, supporting me. Um, Making the ability to play video games and share that love of video games to you guys is absolutely incredible and I just want to say thank you and I will continue to do my best to try and say thank you as much as I possibly can because I want you guys to know that without you I'm not able to do this. I'm not able to do this. So just if I ever forget ever in the future, which I hope I don't. I don't think I will, but just give me a little heads up. Hey, Toxic, you haven't really thanked your community in a while. I'll be like, oh shit, no, I gotta thank you guys. So, but yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on with the week and in my life and around me. And it's been a decent week, and we're gonna continue to have good weeks this year, or at least attempt to try, even if they're bad. The best you can do is try. This way, you leave nothing on the table. Nothing on the table. But that is what I have for you guys. So I just want to give a big thank you to everyone who watches Toxic Talks, for everyone who watches uh, my guides and builds and tips and tricks and all those videos, and even watch stream. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you guys so much. That is all I have for you. So I hope each and every one of you guys has a wonderful, wonderful day. And as always, take care. And I'll talk to you guys later.